A boy knocked on her door. Every Christmas, then he stopped. So here's the thing, I'm not really a holiday person, like at all. But for 17 years straight, this kid showed up at my door every Christmas Eve, and honestly, it became the only part of the season I actually looked forward to. I'm talking clockwork here. 6 p.m., without fail, there'd be that knock. 3 times, always the same rhythm. And there he'd be, this scrawny little thing in an oversized coat, holding whatever he'd made that year. Popsicle stick ornaments, construction paper snowflakes. One year, I kid you not, he brought me a pine cone he'd painted gold because everyone deserves something fancy. I still have that pine cone. It's sitting on my mantle right now, looking absolutely ridiculous next to my dead houseplants and stack of unopened mail. The first time he showed up, I almost didn't answer. I was 28, freshly divorced, living in this tiny apartment that felt way too quiet for one person. I figured it was carolers or someone trying to sell me something. But I opened the door, and there was this kid. Couldn't have been more than 6, just standing there with the biggest smile. "Merry Christmas," he said, handing me this wonky paper star. "I made you this." No explanation, no asking for anything in return. Just pure, unfiltered kid energy. His mom was waiting by the stairs giving me this apologetic wave, but I waved back like it was totally normal. It wasn't, but something about it felt, I don't know, right? Fast forward through the years, and it became our thing. He'd grow a little taller each time, his crafts getting slightly less chaotic, but somehow even more thoughtful. We didn't talk much, just the basics. How's school? Good. Still making straight A's? Mostly. But those few minutes every year, they mattered. To both of us, I think. His mom told me once during one of those stair waiting sessions that I was the first person who'd been kind to them when they moved to the building. Apparently, I'd helped her carry groceries when she was juggling her toddler in about 17 bags. Don't even remember it, but she did, and so did he. Here's where it gets heavy. Last Christmas, he didn't show. 6 p.m. came and went. 7, 8. I told myself he was probably busy. 17-year-old kids have lives, right? They're not thinking about the weird neighbor lady who collects their crafts like some kind of hoarder. But my chest felt tight the entire night. I kept checking the peephole, pretending I wasn't waiting. Classic me, acting like I don't care when I clearly do. Christmas came and went, then New Year's, then Valentine's Day, Easter, summer, nothing. I saw his mom once in the lobby, but she seemed distracted rushing somewhere. I didn't ask. Should have asked. Plot twist. He knocked yesterday, October 27th, not even close to Christmas, and he wasn't alone. There was this girl with him. Pretty, nervous energy, holding his hand like she was afraid he'd disappear. He looked older, not just taller, but tired in a way that made my heart ache. "Hi," he said, and his voice cracked a little. "Sorry I missed last year. I was in the hospital." My hands went numb. He kept talking. "Leukemia. I'm okay now. In remission. But I wanted to give you this before, in case something happened." He handed me a box. Inside was every craft he'd ever made me, professionally photographed and bound in this beautiful album, with little notes next to each one explaining what was going on in his life that year. The popsicle stick ornament. First time Mom let me use glue by myself. The gold pine cone. Dad left that year, wanted to make something that felt special. The more recent ones. Started chemo. Lost my hair. Learned what matters. The last page. A photo of us from years ago. His mom must have taken it through the door gap. Me holding one of his creations, actually smiling. I didn't even remember smiling. And written underneath, "Thank you for being my Christmas tradition. You made me feel like I mattered when I felt invisible. You still do." I'm not crying. You're crying. He introduced me to his girlfriend. Emma, sweet kid, totally gets him. They're heading to college next year. Same school. She wants to be a doctor. He wants to teach art to kids who need it. Of course he does. "I'll be back this Christmas," he promised, already halfway down the hall, Emma laughing at something he whispered. 6 p.m., 3 knocks. Standing in my doorway, clutching that album, I realized something. For 17 years, I thought I was the one giving him something. A safe place to share his crafts, a listening ear, whatever. But really? He was the one giving me something. A reason to answer the door. A reminder that small moments build into something massive. That showing up matters. That kindness echoes longer than we ever realize. A boy knocked on my door every Christmas. And when he stopped, I finally understood what those knocks meant. He wasn't just bringing me crafts. He was bringing me back to life, one popsicle stick at a time.